Alright, before we get started, I do want to make a quick call to subscribe to the channel. I try and cover a lot of the artists and albums that, for whatever reason, other reactors and critics do not cover. So if you want to find some really cool, interesting music that you probably have not heard before, please check out my other stuff. Now then, today we're going to look at the other Acid Bath album, which I said I was going to do a while ago and then didn't. Actually, I haven't been uploading pretty much at all in a month now or so. And TLDR, life is getting really bad and really good on both ends. You know, I do have to move very soon because there's just a lot of stuff going on in my apartment building. It just isn't safe to be here anymore. But also, I'm getting my life together in a lot of ways. You know, I'm going to the gym a lot more, every day actually, and other stuff as well. So I'm struggling to have time to record, and even when I have some free time, it's not something I can usually spend recording. I might be busy practicing drums because I got a new really high quality drum set that I will be able to actually record with this time, do covers with and stuff when I get some other equipment in line. And or maybe I'm dealing with something personally, there's a lot of things going on right now. So for the next bit, I don't know how often I will be able to upload, but I will try my best, even though I've never been really good with uploading consistently. But subscribe so I can pay rent in my new place, if I get a new place, which hopefully I do. And with that, we're going to go into the first track, Paegan Love Song. Audio level seem good? That's nice. Immediately. They're doing metric modulation. That's cool. With the drums between halftime and this is very 90s. Very 90s grunge inspired. The offbeat cymbals is cool. And the on-beat cymbals now. That's really nice. And of course those double bass fills. I'm loving the push and pull of those already. Kick ass. I'm trying to think. Because the drummer is always really good on the first album, but I don't recall. It served the song super well. I don't really recall it standing out by itself too much. I'm hearing this and thinking, wow, that's an amazing drummer. And I don't remember thinking that on the other album. There's a lot of cool things they're doing. That was nice. Killer new riff too. There's a lot of changes in the drumming, the cymbal work too. But the riffs are staying pretty consistent. It's funny because usually the drums are being consistent, and your riffs and things will kind of change here and there, but they'll be being built off of the drums, and it feels like you have the riffs here and the drums are being built off the riffs. That's some sick guitar. Nice. Nice octaves on the guitars. Really good building in the arrangements. It's kind of corn-ish, just a little bit, with how those notes are really dissonantly kind of bleeding into each other. There we go. There's the acid bath. All the changing meters and stuff. Slow down even more. That's nice. I think they're slowing down more. Like slightly. I think they did, yeah. I don't know, actually. I thought they're speeding up a little bit at certain parts and going back. I don't know. Such interesting, like, album art, too. Nice, nice. You know, I'm not going to be pausing throughout the rest of this. I have something very specific to say about this. I want to get up before I move on. When I did the other one, I was thinking about a lot of shit because there's a lot going on, and I zoned out for the first, like, intro of the track, and I made a comment, or I put it in the description. I think it was a comment, not the description, but I mentioned how that it was a really good intro, and there's what's really important for songwriting is writing moments, whether it be maybe a really creative drop or creative build or just something, you know. And the intro to that first song, The Blue, was one of those moments, but also especially for any track, but especially for like the first track on an album, it's really important to have a very iconic, memorable few seconds, you know? Like, I mean, their guitar tones and especially and their drums and stuff, they're mixed in their bass at times. It's mixed a certain way. Like, I feel like I know an acid bath instrumental when I hear it just off rip, just how it's mixed. But with like the weird like toy drum sounding drums on that, and the guitar harmonics, like it was like most of the songs I could tell is an acid bath song from the jump, but like just in terms of like moments, like I was saying, like that first song really had that, you know, where like it starts and like the second it starts, the second you know exactly what song it is, you know. And having that like really iconic direct opening is really important, you know. I don't know if I'd say important, but it's definitely like a sign of like quality. It's a bit hard to explain really, but like I'm trying to think like Nevermind, Smell Like Teen Spirit, you know, Kid A from, or not, no, Everything in Its Right Place from Kid A from Radiohead. There's just some songs where like they start and just like oh, it's that song. Like there's nothing that sounds like that like those seconds, you know. This song, great opening track, amazing. We're gonna go into the next one, Bleed Me an Ocean, track 2. Nice. Yeah, man. Great riff too, again, as per usual. Cut off, damn. I'm interested in what key this is in, because it's very heavy riff, but there's like... Oh, what changed? There's like a hint of like, sadness or sentimentality, like when it changes at the very end, at the tail end of the riff. It's not totally heavy, it's got like a bit of a... It's like depressing heavy, not like angry heavy. Which I don't feel like I hear like at all, if not... Rarely, if not at all, I like metal and stuff. I'd like to hear more of. Even the Bleed Me in the Ocean part, like, pairs really well. Alright. Okay. Go through the intro again. The intro lyrics. Such a ripping guitar tone. It's a nice like slow release of the hi-hat pedal. Nice. Nice. The rhythm and the lyrics there, it's nice. That's a nice shit. The little, you know, those little bits of like pull and release. That too. They have such an amazing understanding of that. Pull and release and tension and all that. Really keeps it hooked the whole way. Okay, so like... Oh no, it's first. Again, great lyrics, great writing too, as usual. With that line. And some of the other ones I've heard too. Ooh. That's killer. The tempo's just right, the chugginess that like slides on the riff too. Such a good, so good. Again, like the offbeat cymbals too. This whole part's fucking killer. Nice. This is just good. This is amazing, man. It really is. Just nothing like these guys. It's a shame that shame. Man. Okay, so real quick. Whoops. That like tail end of the riff as I was talking about before. Like it's a heavy riff, but it's got a sense of like it's not like angry heavy. It's like depressing heavy, which I'd like to see more from metal because to me, part of metal is like I don't see it as like angry. I see it as just like one it's the energy of it, and the other is like not necessarily like. I don't know the right word, but not necessarily like anger. Can't think of the word I want, but not always anger, but like also like depressing anger, like any of those kind of like pain. Like it's the pain, the pain of the emotion, whether it's whether the pain's from anger or depression or something, trauma, loss, whatever topic it may be, war, it's some kind of pain usually, and it's just that like outward expression of said pain, and there's not usually it's anger, and I'd like to see more metal that's like depressing or like sad, because you could totally do it if you right riffs, right key, you could do it, but like I feel like metal's very consistent in like a one sound and variations of like a one sound and one idea, and other than that, the other thing I was gonna say. What was the thing I was gonna say? Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say it's a shame, man. Like, for those who don't know, like the bass player when they were working on, I don't think they even were working on the third album yet. I think they were either on the way to work on it or. Point is, after the release of the second album, their bass player ended up dying in a car crash, a car accident. Drunk driver, I'm pretty sure. I think is what it was. And they've said like numerous times throughout the years, there's no Acid Bath without him. So like they have recently had a reunion and they're on tour and stuff. Last I checked, I don't know if that's over now, but that was a few months ago. I don't know if they are gonna do a new album. I mean, I think they've still made it clear, even in recent times, like no, but like. At least they're touring again, so it's good, and like we can always hope, because like this shit is really it's amazing, I'll say one of a kind, I can say that. I've listened to like my main genre, like I would say, is rock and metal. I kind of lump them together, rock and metal, and a lot of like Japanese stuff, so it'd be like from like Vocaloid or like J-pop, J-rock, or stuff from anime or whatever, like those are my two big wheelhouses, and like I've listened to enough metal to say like, I don't think there's a band like them, there's very little bands actually just in general that they're experimenting, but they're not experimental, Like Melvins is another one, there's like, they make song, like, they're not like these bands aren't in the realm of like your Frank Zappa or Mr. Bungle or anything like that, you know. But they're also they're way more in line with like a Nirvana, like a typical band, but like they're doing a lot of boundary pushing without being experimental or avant-garde or whatever. And there's not a lot of bands like that that have like they just, you know, it's just a really really good standard band, if that makes any sense. But um I might have to do some Melvin's reactions too, because I barely know any of their discography at all. But I know a few songs from a few albums, and I really like their sound. So I know they have a huge discography, so I'm probably gonna have to do them at some point for sure, for sure. Um, Next track, track 3 is Graveflower. Already, this is what I mean. Those like instantly, like instantly recognizable first few seconds. This is a cool ass part. What is that? I don't know if that's pinch harmonics. It's clean, but like I think it's pinch harmonics on a clean setting. It's just such a nice, unique sound. And they have that higher pitch ringing. I don't know how to describe it. They did it in the other song too. The Pagan Love song, when I mentioned they had the octave guitar or whatever. And the build up in the middle. Like right before the drop near the end. They're doing that again where they have that, like, you know. I don't know how to describe it. It almost sounds like feedback, but you know, they're playing it, but it has that like has the texture of like guitar feedback. It's a nice tone. Their guitar tones in general are just super fucking cool, man. Ooh, nice chord change. Especially with the vocals. A lot of really cool like bass drum fills in this album. The drummer is really utilizing like the full kit. Like lots of changes in the cymbals, lots of fills with the toms and the bass drums and the snare. Like he's really utilizing the whole damn thing. Those are some interesting sounds. Of like knocking, that is. Odd chords. Or key or whatever that is. reminds me of like a solo from Tool where it's like more of a texture thing than I could display as skill. It's really nice. I love how they're like, I love how the drums sound, how the guitars are mixed. I love the texture they have, you know. You're screaming because there's nothing left for you to. There's some harmonies with Dax on the vocals. You got real high up there for a sec. The chimes, that's so nice. And the cymbal choke too. Because part of me doesn't really want to look at like how long the songs are, like or like the progress bar in the video, because like it almost feels like a spoiler to know like when the song's gonna end, you know. They really take you on this journey. You really don't know like where the song's gonna go at all, you know. I like that a lot. Kitchen knives conspire, razor blades make bloodless love. Interesting. That's it. Alright, next track 4. Diab Sole? I can't hear the first two. Maybe it's hostages? I hear I got guns, I got dynamite, I'll fight. I hear that. Interesting. Ooh. I wonder what that's a sample of. I'd be really curious to know. If that's something political or if that's from like a movie or something. Sounds a bit too raw to be a movie. Hold on. Oh, you kind of lost me for a sec. Sorry. Okay, I understand the riff now. You like changed it just as I was clicking into it. There we go. Okay. Really playing with that with those tempo shifts. Nice. I'm liking that riff there. I'm feeling like the rest of this song is it's not really grabbed me too much. That's a nice riff. They can turn this around maybe. This one feels like throw me for a loop a little too much, you know. There is a balance between like, you know, repetitiveness and randomness you want to hit with music, and especially with their push and pull and everything. They make it a very fine line, and this one's a little bit over for me. I mean, it doesn't really matter what you do, but your songs have to be written well. You gotta have good riffs and good melodies and rhythms and all that kind of stuff. If you have that, you can do anything, and it'll click. But like, if you're not building it off of well-written melodies and rhythms and things, then like, it doesn't matter what you do, it's not gonna really click. In most things, you know. Obviously, certain music that's like made like a vibe, like ambient music doesn't apply to that role. It's more about like texture and frequency, but like, for most things, you need good songwriting. This one might be a grower on me, I don't know. But like a good half of it, I'm like, eh. It's changing too much, or the riffs just aren't as catchy to me. There's also some other ones in here that are good. Good riffs. But it could be the point of the song too, to throw you for a loop a bunch. You know what? I think there's just the first minute. Because the rest of this has been pretty kick-ass, actually. The intro riffs, the intro couple parts are just super wonky. Oh, they're in 3. I thought so. The cymbal tipped me off, and now they're just doing quarter notes. All right. Nice. Actually, I like that one. It started off a little shaky, but I liked it by the end. Next track, track 5, Locust Spawning. Locusts are coming. That's cool also. Alright, come on. Come on, man. You're starting strong. Don't fuck it up. That's odd knocking. I was expecting something a bit more like cheap vodka, where it's a bit more dry and punky, but like this also works. I shouldn't be expecting anything. I should have the music kind of do what it's gonna do. I love the knocking. Oh. What is that? It's in the right ear. It's always like... There's a lot of weird sounds, actually. There's some weird other knocking on the other ear. There's a weird, like, bassy boom in the middle. Almost sounds like a timpani, but not really. It's definitely percussion, like with those really quick rhythms and notes. Like that's something to do. That's done by a human, like sticks or like hand percussion. That's not like a sample. that's being like played by a person. That's nice. That low boom is so cool too. Simple but effective riff too. There's some creative things this song is doing, but again, I feel like it's not really grabbing me fully. So I feel like I'm gonna forget it. That's really cool. I feel like I'm gonna forget it once the album's over. I'm definitely remembering the first three, especially the first two. Especially I think every track's gotten a little bit worse. It started super strong, and by track 4, I was like, it's okay. There's moments, I'm getting kind of worried. We're like halfway through the album. Screaming Graveflower on this is crazy. And the next track's like an interlude as well, so like, only got like 5 more tracks after that. I'm waiting for some heavy hitters like Paegan Love Song or Cheap Vodka or, any of those ones, It's just fading out, so I'm gonna read the lyrics on that one on my off time. It seems interesting. I wanna see what they're talking about. Next track, track 6, Old Skin.
We smoke the toenails and hair of the wise man. Under a black god's thumb, we dance like painted puppets. She bleeds orgasm in technicolor, an ocean of alien mystery. We eat the wise man's eyes for sight, that we might see the darkness if we kill the lights fast enough. We eat the brain and pray that our eyes can open wide enough. We burn the dry shell, a funeral chant. The pulse quickens and we dance as the blossoms fall. The scattering of dust to the winds, the celebration of old skin. I feel every flower that is screaming to consume you. The earth and sky your cradle, the earth and sky entune you. So is the way of forever, teeming with simple cruelties. Beatings in cold rooms, hands and head not found.
Not the greatest lyrics I've heard from him, but definitely really, that felt like it was like super like metaphorical and imagery heavy to the point where like it almost seems like it's talking about like nothing, or it's totally random, or it's like every line it's like a different. It doesn't seem like there's one focus almost. I know one of the things they're struggling with is that I know two of the things that one of the two of the things is that I know on this album the label is telling them to tone it down, and I feel like that might be a bit of an issue. That might be a bit of a part of what I'm hearing. Part of the issue, because this album does seem, in a way, a little toned down. The songs aren't as bombastic, and from what I hear, the writing doesn't seem to be too insane like the last one. There's a lot of different stuff about, like, lots of crazy subject matters, and here it seems dark, but not like, they're not talking about like abortion or anything crazy in this one. It's just like general, other stuff, but or at least it's not as in your face and obvious about it, but also, like, I feel like, because they can do some slower songs really well, like Screaming the Butterfly, and the other ones I can't remember. I think it was Bones of Baby Dolls was the other ballad on the other album. They can do them fine. Just they can do them really well actually. But like I feel like with music, right, you cannot force someone to do anything. Even if you can write a X type of song well, to be forced to write that kind of song at a moment where you don't feel it's gonna come out bad. So I feel like a lot of these songs aren't as good, not because they can't do songs like this. It's like middle of these kind of they're not insane. They're not really calm. They're in the middle. Like they can do these songs just fine, but like because they're being forced to, I feel like that might be why some of these songs aren't hitting as much. Because they don't really want to perfect them because they don't want to write them in the first place. You know. So they're not going to be like, oh, that riff doesn't work, let's change it. They'll be like, oh yeah, it's fine, it's a riff, let's just put some drums over it, write the rest of the song. But also I know that there's a bit of a split between how Dax Riggs, the singer, he wanted to do a lot more poetry and acoustic stuff, and the band wanted to go like the other way and get like, I don't know if it will stay the same or just get like heavier, but there's a bit of split between that, and honestly, there's lots of ways they could have like met that middle ground, of like little sections like this, or having even like more spoken word segments like the intro of God Machine, Anyways, next track 7, New Death Sensation. Here's one of the ballads. I assume it doesn't go crazy in the middle, but there's certain acoustic with them that usually means ballad. At least like the two songs they have that are ballads. The guitars sound nice. I think this song's also in 3. I think. Of course, they engineered it to keep in the string sweeps or whatever I forget what you exactly call them, but you can engineer those. You can. Oh, maybe it is gonna build. Depending on how you engineered and record stuff, you can take those out. But I like they had that in and kept it more natural feeling. Some synth action. All right. Weird knocking. I'm really liking like this industrial kind of percussion they have on some of these tracks. I don't think they had that on the other album, but the drums and everything else is already pretty industrial enough. But like, I would have liked some industrial percussion to be sprinkled on top of that. That'd be fucking sick. That'd be sick, especially on that album. It's very like traditional, ritualistic percussion too, with a lot of these drums and like tambourine kind of sound. Sorry about the black screen there. My TV is very bad. Or it could be Windows 11, I don't know. They're both bad. I would blame Windows though. Not really. Again, nice simple choke. I mean, not really too much going on here. I mean, there's a lot going on, but like, I misspoke. It's not grabbing me, is what I meant to say. It's just kind of like, it's a ballad or whatever kind of slower song, but like, I feel like I'm just gonna be listening to Paegan Love Song and Blue Indian Ocean after this. Like, I don't feel like I'm gonna, like, nothing else is really grabbed me like those first two. It's kind of a bit of a shame knowing that there's nothing more after this album, you know? Because I hear from people like, you know, the albums are both amazing, like they're on the same level, and like they're not. I mean, yeah, it's doing some different sounds, which I don't mind, you know, but like, I just wish they were written better, like melody wise and all kind of stuff, you know. I am really liking all these new sounds they're kind of incorporating with all these like tribal drums and these like industrial drums and these other weird sounds that they're throwing in there. It's really nice. Next track, track 8, Venus Blue. Starting off slow again. Oh, is it? Nice vocal performance. Very powerful, you know, that kind of that blending of like the singing and the screaming rather than just go back and forth. Especially with what those words being, so like how much more do we have to bleed and stuff, you know. Whatever exactly, so I'm forgetting it. Forget it exactly, but I apologize for my yawning and stuff. The album is not that boring, it's just like almost 5 in the morning. As in when I should be going to bed as of late. So I've been going to bed super late as of late, so or early, I guess. I've been going to bed super early as of late, so I was actually already in bed, but I woke up after a few hours. And I didn't do much working out today because I felt like shit, so I did some sit-ups and stuff, and then I'm recording this now. Oh my god. Nice. It's not a power ballad, but like it functions like one, kind of. Kind of. Is it? No. I feel like it's kind of a sin calling it a power ballad, but like it's. I mean, like it's functioning like one. The lyrics too, especially in this part as well. Sorry. That's also why I'm talking a bit quiet, because, you know, it's late, they can't be too loud. It's okay. I mean, the chorus is the best part, but even then, it's not totally grabbing me too much. Alright. Oh, shit. Track 9. 13 Fingers. Oh. Can we bring it home? This is good. I'm liking this one. Good riffs. It's not amazing. Excuse me, sorry. It's not amazing, but it's better than the other ones. The past couple songs. Well, quite a few actually. Percentage wise. Liking that chromatic walk down. I feel like if they would have changed the riffs slightly, it'd be such a kick-ass song, but like it's like just short, but it is still pretty good. Those are some interesting sounds on the guitars. Also, shout out to this guy right here. He's got his good videos. Hey, wait a minute. We've heard those 5 notes in actually, what was it? Was it? It was Graveflower, yeah. I'd say in the proper octave, but my whole face is a mess right now. Holy shit. My nasals, everything. Also, it's a bit too late to be singing like that because I have to sing in a certain volume to be that high, and that's not happening. Not right now. Not right now. Not at 4:35 in the morning. Nice snare fills. I'm sad I don't like that one as much as I want to. Next song, track 10, New Corpse. Okay. We got the same kind of intro as Locust Spawning and 13 Fingers. Those are some crazy drums. You know, it's engineered differently, but I think it's the same kit from the other album. It has the same kind of like plasticky toy feeling, the toms. Which I like a bit more in the other album. But it's good here too. That's nice. Nice. Kind of reminds me of that one part in The Art of Dying by Gojira. Kind of reminds me of that a bit. Back and forth. Nice ride cymbal. Nice push it to the right to the drum. They're switching the rips fast so I can understand them. This song feels maybe it's just after 13 Fingers, which is basically the same kind of song, but it feels longer than 3.5 minutes. Same fill as the start. Pretty sure, at least. Nice fill. This might be the fastest song they've done. Yeah, man, I wish, last track 11, Dead Girl, is going to be another acoustic song, great. Yeah, like, now that we're not at the very start of the album, or at least where I was when I said this, yeah, man, like, they did tone down this a lot, and it didn't go over too well, gotta say. Last track, I'm gonna put this up and fuck off to bed. If I'll be able to sleep, probably not. Can never fucking sleep when I want to. Kind of westerny, a little bit. Country-ish. Like the key and some of like the techniques they're doing. In the vocal delivery a little bit. That's the only time I've heard him use falsetto. The only time. He can sing good when he actually sings. His tone isn't like the best for singing like that, but he definitely has a technique for it. Nice. I'm liking the guitars less on this one. Usually the acoustic stuff, I like them bright and shimmery. I don't like them kind of dead and dense like this, you know. I mean, it depends, you know. Like I said, if your songwriting is good, you can do anything. But like, I'm more preferable to the brighter, shimmerier tones on acoustics. Especially like a very shimmery 12 string, like that shit's good. Some really bright 12 string is nice. I'm just curious what this line he said. So nice. That's a cool line, actually. You know, it kind of reminds me of some of the more apocalyptic lyrics on some Swans albums. Like, Mind, Body, Light, Sound from Great Annihilator and stuff, you know? Some stuff on, White Light from Alpha Infinity as well. Oh, that's right. That's right, this also has a sister album. I'll do that. Oh man. If I can actually maintain uploads, I'll do Love of Life soon. So I like to space out the videos I do, which is why I took so long to do this Acid Bath one, because I didn't want to do it right after the other one. But when it takes so long to upload, you know, it ends up being 3 months. But you know, I'm not gonna lie, I've tuned out. I'll be honest. Is it okay, cool. Man, it kind of faked me out for a second near the middle, so I thought it might not have been over. What was I saying? Right. Yeah, I mean, usually I try and space out the artists I cover, so like I don't want, or like the genres too. I don't want to do like, you know, I didn't want to do this one directly after the other one, you know, but you know, I want to have a bunch of videos in between. Problem is I can never upload consistently, so it ends up being so long till I can get back to an artist. Usually longer than I want to. Especially with my like ADHD and stuff, you know, it's hard to, and like me trying to get time to record and stuff. I'll be in the mood to record some albums that I can, and then by the time I get some time, I don't want to listen to them anymore, or something, you know. Yeah, I mean, if I can lock the fuck back in and I guess record at 2 in the morning, like I can always. That's usually when I always happen to be able to record for whatever reason. Yeah, maybe I'll do Love of Life from Swans soon. I did want to do this Young Blood album. I did want to do that. I think I did want to do something that. So let me think. I'll get to this album in a second. I know I'm getting off topic, but like you know, I don't want to be swapping around too much, you know. But I did want to do, because I always forget. I rarely do anything. It's been so long. 7 months. Fuck. I do want something more. I do want to do something more noisy, industrial like that. That was a long video. Shit. Long album. I know I want to do another noisy industrial video, so like I'm gonna ramp up with those two. So that's, you know, because that's one of the genres I wanted to focus on. I just didn't end up doing it, you know. Same with Vocaloid. I want to do another what the hell? That was a weird I want to do a kind of industrial album, a Vocaloid album, maybe a vaporwave album too, because again I none of that. And then I do want to do another Kendrick album. I do want to do that. And then I do want to do. So, okay. There is. Youngblood, Kendrick, Vocaloid, Noise, other thing I said. Uh, yeah, so like, I don't know. We'll see. But there's a bunch of albums I've been wanting to do lately. If I remember correctly, there's a bunch. I usually what happens is I'll be listening to albums. I'll be previewing them when I'm going to bed. Like this one, for example. Um, and I won't remember any of the songs, but I'll remember like the vibe and how good it was. And then I'll kind of based on that I'll kind of cover in a future video if I ever get to fucking record. Converge by Jane Doe is one of them, and yes, I slept to Converge by Jane Doe. I did do that. Um, some Merzbow, and again, yes, I did sleep to Merzbow. I've done it many times. But yeah, there is. I'm trying to think. There is Merzbow. There was. What was that one? It was fuck. It's the one. It was Hyper something Noise Bloom, I think. Oh, somewhere over here. God damn it. Is it? Come on. I didn't listen to that much stuff since then, did I? Really? There it is. Hybrid Noise, that's what it is. And there's, Converge by Jane Doe. There's that. Right. Okay. This is good. I did want to do this album. I wanted to do this one. I want to do this one. The Buckethead one was also really good. Let's see. Yeah, I do want to do Viagra Boys. I do want to do that. I do want to do this album by Danny Brown. I want to do that one. I'm gonna start also I'm gonna start a new thing called assorted listening, where, because I try to confine myself to albums, and there's just some things that don't run by albums. They run off of like singles or so. So like I want to do like, where I do like I'm gonna listen to a bunch of random songs from this artist who may not have a bunch of albums but has a lot of singles, or similar to my genre deep dives, which I will get back to, I promise. But I want to do a bunch of Otto's stuff. I waited too fucking long to do that. Like I as a fucking Vocaloid expert, pretty much. It's fucking this. I can't believe I haven't listened to them yet. Not this one, but there's a different Earth album I wanted to cover. Bees made honey in the skull of the lion or something. This album I would need there's a lot of, man, I've been putting off so fucking much. This NWA album I wanted to do as well. No. Trying to think, is this it? Oh, that one too. Rap Science by Masbo Q. I heard one or two songs from it and I was actually really fucking impressed. I do want to do a bunch of Seven Dasma Sugar as well. Madonna as well. This album specifically. So I need to really get my fucking, well, I say get my ass in gear, but not really. Not like I can help not being able to record. But there's also plenty of times where I just choose not to. But gotta take mental health breaks where you can. Unfortunately, I need like all of them. Anyways, back to this. I wish it was better. I do. Knowing this is probably gonna be it. I honestly, I don't know what to rate it. Oh, no comments. I don't know what to rate it because like at a certain, excuse me, so sorry. At a certain point, I kind of like checked out, to be honest. So like I don't know what to I have to really. So, okay, so if we're going off the first three, it's like a 10 out of 10, or at least like a 9. It's like those I'd say 10, honestly. And then, let's see, 4 and 5 would be like an 8. Man, like, if we're going by technicality, it ends up being, it feels wrong, but like it's not a 5. It's not even a 5. I only want to return to these 3 songs. Mainly these 2. Mainly this, like, I love this song. That's an amazing song. This one's really good. Also, I want to say when I'm in the mood, but most likely I'm going to be playing these songs back to back anyways. But I'll be playing this on its own, like, more often. This one, again, when I'm in the mood, yes, it's really good, But I'd have to be in the mood for it, And the rest, it's like, oh. And that's 3 out of 11. 311, ha ha ha. Anyways, that's 3 out of 11. Fuck. That's a low percentage. Man, like, honestly, I don't like when I do these videos. Part of what I'm doing is like being really critical, and like, I'm trying to like rate them and like be as attentive as I can. And sometimes I just want to listen to the fucking music, and like, I like. Part of me wants to say a 4 out of 10, but also I don't really agree with that too much. But I don't honestly want to. I don't want to. I honestly don't want to think about it too much either. I just want to be like, yeah, it was kind of Anyways, that's it. That's the video. Oh man. I don't know. I will say that like usually, if I'm listening to an album and I have some extra thoughts or so, then I will edit the score in the description to reflect my thoughts, regardless of what I've said in a video. So like, I'm gonna say right now it's a 4, unfortunately. I'm tired. Sorry. Unfortunately, it's a 4, but I might change it at a later date. But as of now, I just wanna, cause I gotta upload this and do all the tags and the thumbnail too. So like, I need to get that shit rolling before I can go to bed. And I need to go to bed because like I've been saying, I've been working out lately and stuff, and I'm working out with my friend. He actually has to come and get me like every day, and I've been going to bed at like 5 a.m. That's like when I happen to be falling asleep at, because my sleep is dog shit. And then I'm waking up when he's like on his way to get me, so I cannot afford to be pushing my sleep back any further. But my brain is dumb, and that's what it tends to do. So, I think I'm gonna end this here. And if you liked what you saw, then please subscribe and like if you like, or dislike if you dislike. Be honest, I don't really care. And yeah, so like I said at the beginning, very briefly, I try to cover artists and genres that for whatever reason get overlooked, And so like, when it comes to like a lot of the when it comes to a lot of the reactors and critics, they tend to go to the artists, like the big name artists that are currently releasing music, or like just the bigger names in the industry. And I like to do a bit of damage control. I like to cover artists and genres that don't get much attention, have some kind of bias towards them, like for whatever reason, got swept under the rug, So I try and cover that end of things. And every now and then, I'll throw in a bigger artist I personally like, like when there's a new Dream Theater album, I'll be reacting to that, The UTP album I've been putting off forever, I'll do that, Swans, etc., Tool, and as of recently too, when I do have the money to go out and do things, I'm starting to record, with their permission. I'm recording, uploading local live music as well, and you know, so I'm that's what I've been doing lately. I also, oh, that's not the right one. Every now and then I will. It's been a year. Holy shit! I'll deep dive into a genre I'm not familiar with. I'll just kind of like throw myself into it. Like live. I'll just like basically start streaming, and I'll just start like looking at a genre that I have no idea about. I'll just kind of go into it. The ones I want to do next. I'm putting off for a long time, but I want to do MBP or MPB, one of the two. It's like a 80s Brazilian pop music. It's very similar in sound to Japanese city pop in the 80s. Same time. And I wanted to do like weird core, trauma core stuff too. I wanted to do that for a bit too. I do other random videos sometimes. I tried to do a drama video once, didn't go well, so I'm not gonna be doing that again because I'm stupid and dumb and stupid. But I do videos on other stuff, and I might make another video on AI. I don't know, because my opinions have changed a bit, but I don't know. I mean, this is pretty much the same. Like I was talking about in music, and in music, yeah, it's about the same. But like in general, I was for it. Now I'm not so for it. But in music specifically, it depends. Watch the videos. Local live bands, support your local music. When I am able to, which I can't now because setup issues, but I do try and record my practice streams. This is not me doing covers. It is more so for something like drums. I am playing along to songs and doing my own thing, but sometimes I'm doing the parts exact, but mostly it's doing my own thing. And for things like keyboard or guitar or bass or whatever, it's just like whatever. It's improv the entire time and like random covers here and there, or at least like parts of covers mixed with like lots of different original riffs I've done as well, or wrote or whatever. I also do mashups in my spare time when I have the time and want to do so. I have actually had a lot of ideas for them that I have not been able to do because, reasons I've said before. But these two are from high school. The rest are more recent. So if you want to go look at those, feel free to do that. I am going to be releasing my own original music when I do have the ability to do so. I just can't do that now because, like I said before, big situation, not great, far from it. Equipment, missing some pieces, blah, 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 whatever. Last thing is these two playlists. This is a radio, like what I call it that. YouTube has some problems and glitches and things, so like a lot of videos disappear from playlists. I don't know if you ever noticed that, but videos do just get removed from playlists for no reason. They're not deleted, they just get removed from your list. It's stupid. But in theory, this is every song I've ever liked ever. It's not. Yeah, I know for a fact it's more than 10,000, and this is not at 10,000 yet, but it's close. So if you ever want to throw these on, just to have something to throw on, or even if you're ever wondering, like, what kind of music that I like, because I don't really have any credentials, like I don't have a fucking like degree or anything. I did go to music school, but I don't have a degree to show for it, Like if I ever say something in my videos, and you're thinking like, what the hell is this guy fucking talking about? Then you can maybe go in these playlists and kind of look through all the stuff I listen to, and then maybe get a bit of a clearer view on like where I'm kind of coming from with my music taste and the things I've liked and I listen to on my off time and deem as good and stuff. And anyways, that's gonna be it for this video, and I almost went through the whole speech again. I think that's it. I need to get better at fucking not ranting so much, but whatever. Anyways, that's gonna be it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and thank you for also dealing with my shitty upload schedule. I'm doing my best here. And yeah, that's it. Good night, or I guess good morning, since it's fucking 5:05